Can I hear myself? I can hear myself loud and clear. Let's do this. Damn, it's dark. It's dark. Real dark. Well, it's not that dark. It brightens up okay on the Twitch. On the good old Twitch. Alright. This bad boy's got to go away. All right. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this nonsense rolling. We're live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Maritime Milson Podcast. If you want to check us out in proper high definition, I would highly suggest checking that out. We're live on Facebook, facebook.com/Maritime Milson Podcast. Damn, am I excited to be back. I really am. Nicholas Moore, first to join the party. What's up, my friend? What is going on? So, first and foremost, I missed you, folks. It's been so long I can't even talk properly. Look, let me apologize. First and foremost, the lighting, not great. I just burned my hand on my, I have a light there, and I think it's malfunctioning because it's an LED, and it got hot enough to actually burn me. That's not supposed to happen. You folks will notice the background. The background looks a little different. So I've been away. I've been away for 2 weeks. I apologize. I missed you all. I'm sure you missed me. I bought a house. So this is my studio. This is not my bedroom. This is not my living room. This is not a rec room. This is my studio. In the making. It's still coming together. I don't know what's going on in the background yet. Not 100% sure. I got a door. I got a closet. But that's pretty much it for right now. So we're going to see. We're going to see what I'm going to put on the walls. I might even move the computer. I might even turn it around the other way because then I got a bigger wall here with no door. So I might put it there. I'm not sure yet. Chris Shefflow, Mark McDonald, Dr. Rush, Tucker Danielson. What's happening, gentlemen? Folks, first and foremost, let's do something real quick. So if you're watching us on Facebook, let me know how it looks, because on my end, it's looking a little choppy. So I just need to know, what my frames per second are. On my system, it says 30. I don't believe that. I don't know. It might be. I have new internet, so I don't know. Stuff could be happening. Tucker's fresh off Dominion 4. I am so upset I missed that. Unfortunately, I'm broke. I am completely and utterly broke. I have no money. But I have a house. So I'll have money soon. So folks, let me know how the video looks. If it looks good, fantastic. How about this? If the video is looking sharp, if you're enjoying this video, why don't you put a little happy face, a little thumbs up there. Let's get some emoticons flowing because Facebook loves it. I've got 2 viewers watching me on Twitch. Look, if you're watching us on Facebook and you want to see me, I guess, in a little bit more higher resolution, shall we say? If you go over to twitch.com, it's supposed to be twitch.tv. My bad, it's a typo. Twitch.tv/Maritime Milson Podcast. You can watch us on Twitch. Tends to be a little faster and tends to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Fluid. Yeah, it's a little higher resolution. It's a little nicer looking. So, let's chat. Let's talk. Let's see what's going on. So the comments are flowing. I'm not seeing them. It's a bit laggy. Okay, I was worried about that. Not happy. So, if it's unbearable, I won't blame you for leaving. So, let's get the show started properly. Yeah, beer. Actually, a Radler. Close enough, right? Beer? I'm obsessed with these things. Okay, so the video's not spectacular. Okay, so I'm going to have to fix that somehow. I'm going to have to tweak the settings, next week. I'm still getting used to the new set. I'm getting used to the new internet. East Coast Lifestyle. What up, Greg? Greg Hastings in the party, y'all. Greg, how are you enjoying Newfoundland? I hope it's treating you well. I know they are. They're Newfoundlanders. They don't treat anybody not well. It's what they do. So let's talk what's happened the last 2 weeks. I've been busy buying and fixing a house. So we bought it, and then I immediately had to do plumbing work. Awesome. It happens. Yeah, okay, we're lagging real harsh on Facebook, aren't we? So somebody let me know if the audio is lagging. If the audio is lagging, that's a really, really big problem that's going to have to be addressed. Worst case scenario, folks, I'm going to push through this. We're going to keep happening. I'm itching to get a podcast in. Worst case scenario, you guys can go back and re-listen to it. I just poured beer all over myself. I feel like an idiot. So if the audio is bad, we're going to have to fiddle with that. We're going to have to fix that somehow. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. We can try that. See if that fixes it, but I don't know if it will. So folks, let me know. Okay. Audio's fine. Video's fine. We're going to keep pushing. You guys didn't come to see my face anyways. You came to listen to my sweet, sultry voice. So past 2 weeks, I have been busy buying a house, working. For those who don't know, I work for a large, big box office supply store. So back to school is like Christmas at Walmart. It is brutal. I am run off my feet constantly. I'm still moving some stuff from the old place to the new place. It's been crazy. I haven't stopped in 2 weeks. Not complaining. You know, I'm pretty excited. Some cool stuff's happening. You know, cool things are happening. Okay. Awesome, fellas. Thanks for letting me know that the audio is good. I appreciate it. So moving on. Let's talk about the future. The past is boring. The past is done. It's gone. We're not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to talk about the future. What is in the future? Sit tight for a second. We're going to talk about the people who make the show possible first, and then we're going to talk about what's happening because some crazy stuff is on its way. So, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a big shout out to Tier1Armament.com, Canada's MagFed distributor. They are MagFed Paintball. They are Airsoft. They are soft goods. They are Canadian. Tier1Armament.com. Definitely worth checking them out. Next, obviously, Ripple Industries, tactical gear equipment and paintball, rippleind.ca. Free shipping on orders over $99. You know, if you're in Canada and you need Condor gear, you need mags, you need a mask, Ripple Industries or rippleind.ca is the way to go. Hands down. A slide I don't have ready is MIC gear. So, maker of some really cool soft goods. It's made in Canada gear. It's all custom made. He does all custom, or does a ton of custom work. He does pre-built, but he does a lot of custom. You can get his stuff from Tactical 74. They're the guys you want to go talk to. Fantastic place. They're like the Amazon for veterans. It's a really cool concept. Really cool people. Hey, look at that. I fixed the problem. The video's all smooth now. What up? It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I literally just took a guess at a number and just set the bit rate to something new. But we're going to run with it. William Roy, buddy, have you been busy or what? Every time I turn around, you seem to be online. So, we also have the Patreon supporters, which unfortunately with the new setup, I kind of lost a lot of my OBS stuff. The Patreon supporters are fantastic people. Absolutely amazing people. What I can do while I have you all listening and I'm stalling for time is that I can easily list off the Patreon supporters. Very easy to do if I could find the damn file. I guess I'm not going to be able to find it. They're amazing people. They're financially supporting this podcast because they either are mad or they understand the brutality of trying to do this stuff, trying to run this podcast. They're absolutely fantastic people. And I promise to give them a mad shout out later on. I really do. I do promise. Huh. That's awkward. I left my I got a Facebook message and everybody knows it. Okay. So let's talk about the future. What is coming up? It is August 21st right now at the time of recording this, and August 25th in 4 days. Count 4 days. On Saturday, I have a really badass event coming up. We have the Canadian MagFed competition coming August 25th. So the poster says 25th and 26th. Unfortunately, the 26th, the 2-day part, has unfortunately been canceled. It's our first year. We were ambitious. We were like, let's do 2 days. And then I didn't have enough people. I had not enough teams. So it just didn't seem like a point in doing 2 days. So we cut it back to 1. We're doing the 25th, but team registration is $100 now instead of $200, right? Half the days, half the price. It makes sense. So we adjusted that. It's going to be a full day of MagFed competition. So it is, the rules are kind of a hybrid of like speedball and I really don't know what. It's all MagFed. It's pure MagFed. No pumps, except for the Hammer 7. I don't want to hear any like. Anyways, as long as the marker uses a magazine, I'm happy. That's what I'm after. That is the whole point. Oh, sorry, folks. Fiddling around with stuff. We're going to be playing at Meg Hill Paintball, which is in Barrie Hills, just outside of Moncton. It's kind of close. It's closer to like, Salisbury. That's the name of the town. Salisbury, New Brunswick. Fantastic place. If you haven't seen the videos, I will post them up on Facebook again because I just love watching them. He's built a tactical town. So we're running the competition in the town. It's basically the way it works is you have 3 flags plus a center objective, right? So the objective is to flip the flags and get the center objective back to your base. That's where you got to bring it back to. You got to bring it back to your base. So what's really cool about that is that it's objective based. So if you eliminate everybody on the team, so let's say you just like whistle goes, you're just like, yeah, pop, 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 and you just start nailing guys. 5 points. The game is over if you eliminate everybody. You score 5 points. If you didn't flip a single flag or grab the objective, you scored 5 points. Now, that being said, if you eliminate, say you take on 2 flags and a center objective, right? That each flag is worth, I forget, 2 points? 3 points. I should reread the rules. Anyways, the flags are worth points. The objective is worth 6 points. The objective alone is worth more than taking out the entire team. It's crazy. So your point is to get the objective and then start getting some, if you get a couple of eliminations, great. But you really want to go for those objectives right away. That's the whole point of it. It's not just a spray and pray. It's not who has the most paint wins. It's you've got to get in there and you've got to get that objective, and I cannot wait. Sorry, I realize I'm talking really, really fast, and I'm blasting through, and people probably can't understand what I'm saying because I barely am following what I'm saying. So I apologize. I'm going to try and slow this down a bit. I'm just super pumped to be back on the air. I did not think I would miss this much. Does that make sense? Is that a sentence? I think so. I didn't think I would miss this. I really didn't. I thought I'm going to take a week off, and then I got to take another week off, and then I was really bummed. I really didn't like taking 2 weeks off. And I was just like, man, I got to get back on the air. I'm itching to get back podcasting. So, yeah. So the competition, the whole point of it is to give MegFed players more than just. Now I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's more than your standard regular scenario play. You know, like playing soldier is fun. Don't get me wrong. I totally understand it. I totally understand the thrill of the milsim stuff. I really do. But every once in a while, you don't want to play a 2-hour game. You don't want to go through an endurance race, right? You want 5-minute games. You want in and out. You want eliminations. You don't want to sit there and hold a position for an hour and a half or an hour because the captain said we need to hold this point in the opponent, and you just end up at the 50 and you throw in paint. And it's fun. It's great. You know, I like going to these big events, and I like going to these events that have like specific objectives all over the field, and they're a ton of fun, right? They're great. You know what else is fun? The adrenaline rush of a competitive game when it's just like, boom, go, and you got 5 minutes and your watch is ticking down, and then all you hear like is 1 minute left. You're like, shit, I only got a minute and I still got to get the objective, and then that guy's shooting at me and I still got to get that flag. Sorry, I'm talking really fast again. So the whole point is to give that MegFed player that rush, that something new, something that doesn't happen nearly as often as it should. David, man, I really hope it is going to be a blast. I'm hoping it will be fun. This is my first time hosting an event. Something will go wrong. I'm owning up to that now. I don't know what it is, and I don't know when it will happen, but I guarantee you something will go wrong. I don't know, but it's my first time, so it's going to happen. It's just bound to happen. My goodness, we're only 16 minutes in, and I'm getting exhausted. I'm talking too fast. I'm talking too much. So, damn. Woo. Okay. We're back. Let's talk. I want you guys to post up in the comments, both in Twitch and the regular comments. I see you guys over there. I see you over in Twitch hanging out, the 4 of you. I don't know who you are, but let's go see if we can find out who you are. Oh. I guess we're not going to find out who you are. I can't see. There's nobody in the chat. That's why. Nobody's chatting. Shame. Anyways. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place here. How's the past 2 weeks been for you guys? Let's, like, anything crazy happened? Let's talk. You know, some of you made it to Dominion. Who said that there? Daniel Tuckerson. Daniel Tuckerson. Tucker Danielson. There we go. Came back from Dominion. How was Dominion? How was things? How's the past 2 weeks been for you? They've been a wild ride for me. I'd like to hear some good news from you guys. So, post up in the comments. The Gamer DC. What up, buddy? You know, how's the past 2 weeks been? Let's chat about that. And we're going to chat about some new ideas we're going to do for the podcast. And I'm going to test them out. They may work, they may not. You guys may think they're hilarious. You guys may also think they're really just, I don't know, bad. You guys may be like, man, that was stupid. Oh, Roy's posting. Roy, drop us a link, man. Drop us a link in the comments. Post up a video from D-Day, the Epic Paratrooper Run. Let's post up a link. I want to see that. I want people to see that. And I'm going to share the link over into the Twitch chat. I want the people watching Twitch to see that as well. So let's get a link going, buddy. Let's get a link. So, yeah, we're going to talk the past 2 weeks about you guys. Let's see what happened for you folks. In the meantime, I want to do a few things. A few things we're going to try for the podcast. A few things we're going to try for the show. Let's talk about, we're going to do, I want to do a showcase, a marker showcase. So what that means is that I want to show off custom markers. Not now. Maybe this is being a beggar, being a chooser. I don't know yet, but we're going to try. But I want custom gear. I want pictures of custom gear. I don't want pictures of a pink TMC or a blue TMC or a yellow T15. I want custom gear. I want one of a kind or 10 of a kind. I want limited run. I want something you took a hacksaw to. I want to see duct tape. That's what I want to see. I want to see some cool stuff. I want to see one-of-a-kind markers. I want to see something I'm not going to see anywhere else. That's what I want. I don't want custom painted. While that is cool, and I highly respect that, I want to see the wild side of things. I want to see the crazy shit. That's what I want to see. So, my bad. I copied the wrong link. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Here's an example that I want to talk. Here's what I'm talking about. There's a gentleman by the name of Andrei Durganov. He's from Russia. I can't pronounce his name right, and I apologize. But the important thing is that this gentleman somehow turned an SL68-2, right? The SL68-2. He turned it into what he calls stalkers. They're pumps, but they're sweet shotgun-looking pumps. Like badass-looking shotgun pumps. Right? So this is the man himself. The man just looks hardcore. Besides the fact that he's holding like 12-8 shotguns. That is ridiculous. That is the kind of custom work I want to see. That is the kind of cool stuff I think we need to showcase more. I want to hunt this stuff down. I want to find the people that are doing that. I want to find the cool gear. So I want custom markers. I want custom gear. I'll take custom soft goods. Right? I'll take a badass loadout. I'll take a badass setup. I'm not picky. I'm not saying it has to be a marker. So I want to see some cool shit. I want to see stuff people are proud of. I want to see stuff people are embarrassed of. I wonder if I have it kicking around. I do. Look at that. I'm going to show you something. Check this out. This hasn't been seen by many. What up? I'm back. Did you miss me? Check it out. This is the kind of cool shit that I want to see. So back in the day when I first started in paintball, I was one of those kids. I'll admit it, I was one of those kids that wanted to be the paintball sniper. I don't know. I loved the movie Sniper. I loved the movie Shooter. I'm a kid who I was a kid that wanted to be a sniper. I did. Now I don't have the patience for it. I don't know how Ashley does it. I don't know how the hidden hedgehog sits in these certain spots and waits for these shots. Anyways, while I was younger, I built this. Because I'm getting it in frame. So this is a very low profile built 98 custom. I used putty epoxy to seal that off. Right? It's ridiculous. It barely works. It still shoots. It's a 98 custom. It'll always shoot. It'll never not shoot. But something like this is what I'm talking about. Something, I'm not proud of this. Are you kidding? Well, I'm a little bit proud of it. But I would never use this in a game. I don't think it would function in a game. But this is what I want to see. I want to see these wild. This is actually a really tamed build, but I want to see these wild builds. I want to show you this. I needed a way to load the so-called magazine, which is just a piece of PVC pipe. There's a cap for it somewhere. So I used epoxy putty at the perfect angle to load balls into the side. How ridiculous is that, right? That's the kind of stuff I want to see. That's the kind of stuff I want to show off. Cool stuff like that. So, so that's why I found Andrei Durganov's very cool stalkers appealing to me. I was like, man, I want to see those. I want to see more of that. I know more people have that. Gingy, SAS Gingy on Twitch. Man, you're watching on both channels. You're wild, dude. Thank you, though. Thank you. Okay, so that's a showcase. This is showcase of the week. We showcased Andrei Durganov's. I'd love to learn how to say that dude's name. I'll get Google to pronounce it for me. I'm like, all right, Google, how do I say this? We're going to figure that out. In the meantime, on to the next one. So, this is something I want to do every week. I want to do a showcase every week. I want to do events every week. I want to talk about events. So, people send me the events that are happening, the events that you're going to, the events that you think the people need to hear about, because I'll pass those on. So, the other thing I thought about was, especially in the world of MagFed, we are the butt of a lot of jokes, but we also troll a lot. So paintballers in general tend to troll a lot. We give each other shit. It's hilarious. I think it's funny most of the time. Now, unfortunately, sometimes it gets a little out of hand. People start getting called names. Right? But I saw this. This is something I want to bring up every week and showcase. Sorry, Tim Banks is telling me it pronounces Durganov as Smith. I'll take it. Maybe it's the Russian Smith. I don't know. But I want to do the meme of the week. Right? I want to do a funny meme every week. I want to find something online. Something stupid. Even something you want to make something and send it to me. That'd be wicked. I would love for that to happen. I stumbled across this. Right? Is the 6 type of MagFed players. So you got Johnny, the noob, always yelling, guys, help. And he's bad at missions. You got Alan, the troll, doesn't care, shares memes. Takeshi, pro MagFed, plays once a year, drinks too much Red Bull. Gary, angry, lost because of you. Timmy, loves the TMC, only cute stuff. And Evan, the healer, cares for e-celebs, ultra rare. I love it. I think memes are hilarious. I browse Reddit for the memes. So if you got like a funny caption, you got a hilarious like paintball joke, send it my way. Send it our way. I want to talk about it. I want to show it off. Right? It's a good laugh. And you know what? I'm not easily offended. It takes a lot to offend me. So I'll take all the dirty jokes, right? I'll take the dirty jokes. I won't take the racist jokes. Just because I don't want Facebook to shut me down. So we got to keep them. We got to keep it public appropriate. That's the word. Public appropriate. Adult public appropriate. That's what it needs to be. So we got to make sure that whatever we show off is adult public appropriate, and make sure that we're not breaking any laws. And I don't want to break no hate speech laws for a cheap laugh. Not cool, yo. So, meme of the week. We're gonna make the meme of the week thing. We're gonna get it a song. A little intro video. Nyan Cat. There we go. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll be the intro. And then I want to do badass of the week. The BAOTW, the badass of the week. I was gonna do BOTW, but then I was just like, it's just gonna look like Breath of the Wild to every gamer, and they're just gonna get excited for Breath of the Wild. And it's me. Hi. So let's do Let's do Badass of the Week. Now, I don't have anything for Badass of the Week this week because I didn't go looking. Because I thought of it about 5 minutes before I went live. I was just like, I need another comment. I need another thing. I need another thing. Josh Strat, what's up, buddy? Tactical Mafia. I had a thought there. I lost it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the west coast of Canada and you need paintball gear, definitely check out Tactical Mafia. See what he's got. Support him. He's a good dude. Saved my ass in Toronto. Took me on a hell of an adventure. Was willing to let me sleep on a chair in his cottage that he rented because I didn't have a place to stay when I landed. So cheers to that. Much appreciated, brother. So, huge props to Tactical Mafia. Definitely worth your time. Definitely worth your money. Absolutely. Now, moving on. Badass of the Week. I don't have a Badass of the Week. Not yet. I hope to have one. I hope somebody sends in pictures. I would love to see photos. Send me your photos. Send me your videos. We could do videos too, ladies and gentlemen. We can do short videos. So if you want to send me a short video of somebody doing something, I don't know, like a backflip off of a wall and then shooting somebody with a paintball or throwing a first strike, I don't really care. We'll put it up. We'll do it. I want to see your most badass moments. I want to share your most badass moments. So that's all I got. That's what I've got so far. I've got a showcase. Like the marker showcase. We're going to do marker showcase. A meme of the week and a badass of the week. So I don't know yet if it's going to work out. We're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. If you guys don't like it, I might tell you to shove it. I don't know. Right? We might do it anyways. We might not. I don't know. We're still playing around with everything. So let me know what you think. You know, do you think it's worth it? Do you think we should keep going with it? I want your opinions. I may not answer them, but I want your opinions. I need another thought on that. I need another mindset. About what your thoughts are on maybe we'll do a field of the week. That's an idea. A field of the week. We'll showcase a field once a week. Right? So you can send me in photos or videos of your favorite field. Doesn't have to be your local field, just has to be your favorite field. Right? And we'll talk about it. We'll show it off. You know what? Fields need more exposure. Do I have that? Barely. Can I help? I can sure try. And we'll see what happens. But I figure the more people we get talking about it, even if it's just on this tiny little podcast, it's just this tiny little blip on the radar. We'll see what happens. But I think that's cool. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do Field of the Week. I might have to go hunting for it. But we'll do it. Yeah. Okay. So we filled it. We got another we got the other one. So we're going to do marker of the week. We're going to do a meme of the week. We're going to do a badass of the week. And we're going to do a field of the week. I think that's going to help. That's going to be some really nice content. I think people are going to enjoy that. And thank you guys for, helping me out and let me bounce ideas off you. Even though you're not responding. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's all there. Don't worry about it. Sorry, it's still very warm here. Especially in this one room. This one particular room gets really, really hot. And I don't have my heat pump installed yet. So, it's getting brutal. Anyways. Tim says he's thinking too hard. Tim, don't think too hard, buddy. I try not to. It's not good for you. I just roll with it. So, but that's it. That's it. That's all I got. What do you guys want to talk about? Anything at all? Let's talk. Pick a topic. Any topic. Doesn't even need to be paintball related. Let's see how far left field or far right field or how far center field. I don't play baseball. I don't know. Let's see how far out there we can get this going. What kind of topics? Paul likes it. Paul likes it. He says those are great ideas, especially since there are constantly lots of questions about markers being asked, and there are plenty of fields to review too. Very true. Here's the downside, though. I can't review lots of gear. I would love to. I would love to be able to review gear, but unfortunately, I only have so much money, and I can't buy all this gear. So I really don't want to buy all the gear. Now, I mean, theoretically, I could approach, a dealer or a supplier and be like, yo, you want to send me something? I'll play with it. I'll try it out. And then I'll review it. But you know what? You know what's hard about the review world? There's so many of them. Go on YouTube and just type in T15 review. And there's probably hundreds of them. It's wild. So it's brutal. They're everywhere, and I don't want to do it. I want to show off cool markers, but I don't want to do reviews unless I can get a steady supply of new stuff every week, every 2 weeks. Hell, if they sent it all to me in one big box, 5, 6, 7, 10 items. Let's say 10 items. They sent me 10 items in a box, and I would do enough review videos to release a review video every week. Ship it back. Ship a new box to me. Boom, 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 boom. Review. One after the other. That's the way it has to be done. Gingy's asking, how's the new place? So is Josh. Josh is actually asking how the new place is. It's fantastic. It's amazing. No roommates. Get to say I'm going home. I have a house. Right? For the longest time, it was always like, oh, I have to go back to the apartment. But now I can say I have to go back home. Because it's home. This is my home. This is my land. I own the land. I own the house. I own it. The bank owns it right now. But in 25 years, I'm telling you, I'm going to own this. But I have a huge backyard. I have a huge front yard. We're completely surrounded by trees. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's so quiet at night and so dark. I love it. I'm not really near much civilization, so I'm not worried about anybody coming to rob me. And if they want to, whatever. They take it. I got insurance. I can see the stars. It's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Still got to sort out the airflow ventilation side of things. Unfortunately, the room I'm currently in is that's the wrong can. Extremely warm. I haven't quite figured out why. I think I just need a small fan, or I need to hook up the AC, chill the room before I do the podcast. I'll be fine once winter rolls around. It doesn't help that in that closet right there is the hot water heater. So that might be throwing a bit of heat. Also, the bulbs above my head are throwing a shitload of heat. So they got to be swapped out to LEDs. But yeah, I've got a big backyard, so I can do the reviews. I could shoot as much paintballs. Also, there's a paintball field in that direction. About a 9-minute drive from me. I live about 9 minutes from a paintball field. So I can either go paintballing every weekend, or I can air up so I can test a bunch of stuff. So if you guys want to see reviews, I'll try and figure it out. We'll try and work it out. Tim's being a smart ass saying he doesn't know we had AC in Canada. Dude, you need to come hang out. Where I live, it gets to, I don't know, what's the temp? What's 35, 40 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit? I don't know. Let's see here. 35 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so let's talk about summer. In the summer, we hit 95 degrees. Actually, we hit 42 not too long ago. So we hit 107 degrees in the summer, and then 107 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, and then I hit, like, on a really, really bad day, we'll hit minus 31 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter. That's That is how much of a temperature swing we have. Just back and forth, back and forth. Gingy, I live right next to Capital City. Capital City Paintball. So maybe I'll do a field review with them. Maybe I'll show up. Be like, what's up, fellas? You've been here for years. You're one of the more established fields in New Brunswick. Maybe I'll do a review. But yeah, Capital City Paintball is like I can throw a stone from here. So sorry, I'm trying to read through these comments. Tim's suggesting a scenario big game bucket list. There's a lot of events I want to get to, man. A lot of events. I want to hit up at least once. I want to do Fulda Gap at least once. I want to do Living Legends at least once. I want to do Dominion at least once. I want to do, you see what's happening here, right? Progress. I want to do the big game. I want to do Super Game. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff. I just want to hit all the fields and all the games, man. But it's so expensive. It's brutal. Really hard to do. So there's too many to list. All of them. That's my bucket list. All of them. As many as I possibly can. I want to hit up an event in Russia that has no safety rules. I want to come back with a potentially broken rib. That's the kind of game I want to play at. Tim also wants to know, what kind of marker would you like to see brought back? Man. I really don't know. All the markers I grew up with are still available, like easily bought. I was a Tippmann kid, man. I had 98. I moved on to an A5, and then I moved on to MagFed. Went with the A5 MagFed. Then I sold that sucker. Played just Hopper Ball, and then moved on to the TGR2. But if I could see a marker come back, I'd like to see, you know what I would like to see used more? I'd like to see in more hands. I would like to see the A5 in a lot more hands. I think that'd be nice. Seeing more people use the A5. It's a beautiful marker. So well built. It's so simple. So easy to use. I loved my A5. It was great. The Cyclone feed was a bit of a pain in the ass. Like, it was kind of bulky, but man, when you got fire and that sucker just threw paint, right? It sucked air, but it shot paint. That was all that mattered, especially when the air is free. William Roy's telling me Kilo 6.9 is worth some time. You know what? I would definitely hit up Kilo 6.9. I'd hit up 0 Hour, right? I want to do it all. I want to do the Tippmann Challenge at Mirabel. I want to do them all. I want to hit them all. I want to hit all the games. Bring back, Dwayne King wants the Brass Eagle back. Man, that's some old school shit right there. Bring back the brass barrels. Right? Everybody losing their minds over brass barrels because the paint didn't stick to brass barrels. Nicholas Moore knows what's up. He's saying the A5 is his loaner marker. Yeah, buddy. Your marker goes down, you grab the A5 out of the bottom of the gear bag. Guarantee it'll shoot. And if it won't shoot, grab the 98. It'll shoot. You can probably find one buried in the staging area and still shoot. So, Tippmann made good markers, man. Tippmann makes great markers. TMC is a fantastic piece of kit. It's not trying to be anything else. It's just trying to be a basic MagFed marker. Yeah, a lot of people complained, oh, it doesn't do first strike. Who gives a shit? Right? It's I get it. Now the M17A2 is super cheap and it does first strike and all that. I get it. But when the TMC was released, the M17 wasn't that cheap. So you got to think, right? So that and Roy, I'm not sure if that's a typo or not, man. You said 0 Hour isn't, as in is not fantastic. Field isn't, as in is not great. So I hope that's a typo. Otherwise, apparently I'm supposed to skip 0 Hour. But the TMC is just so simple, so easy, right? My personal experience, I'm not saying it's a bad marker. This is not a review, right? This is not a review. This is not This is not gospel. This is not me saying you should or should not use a certain marker. But I see a lot of people at the staging area with M17s that they have to tweak them. They're not broken. It's not that they're not working. It's just that they're not working properly. You know, I see a lot of M17s getting torn down a lot on the staging area. I don't know. I've never really owned one. I owned one for a little while. It leaked constantly. It supposedly got sent. Before I bought it, it supposedly went somewhere to get repaired. I really don't think it did. I don't think it went to anybody to get repaired. I gave it to somebody local who's familiar with M17s to have it repaired. They couldn't get it to stop leaking. I sold the sucker, and I don't think I bought anything. I think I just sold the sucker. That was that. So, the TMC, though, man, it's great marker. It's super simple. It's stupid simple. Nobody can screw it up. And you don't have to worry about giving it out to people. But like, here, try this TMC. If you break it, I'll be impressed. Right? So, it's just a basic marker. It says Gingy saying, just because I'm in the staging area a lot, working on my marker means nothing. Yeah. You know, I get it. Some markers are super temperamental, and I know that when the M17 is working properly, it works well. It's a great marker. I just see a lot of people fiddling with them. I don't know if they should be. I didn't own one. I don't know. You know what I haven't seen? A lot of people with TMCs fiddling. Right? TMC doesn't work. It works now. Like, that's how it works. Dwayne King's telling me he lost his Tipex at Flag Raiders once. Found it. It was buried in the sand with the grip sticking out, and it's still fired. Right? Tippmann makes good markers. End of the day. So, to be honest, I don't really think of any company that hasn't made a good marker. See, now, Dwayne, a misfire, that's nothing, right, man? Like, that's not a bad thing. That's a bad mag. That could be a jammed ball. That could be anything. It just doesn't fire properly, or hopefully it doesn't fire when you don't want it to. That's the scary part. Like, I've seen electros. You just shake them. And they fire off. You're like, Jesus. You know, you nearly kill somebody. I always thought those were funny. Funny, like, I don't know. Funny, like, how when somebody falls down, it's funny. Not funny that a marker misfired. I don't know. That sounded bad, but whatever. It's out there now. People heard me say it. So, yeah, the TMCs are great. I highly recommend them. I always have. I always will. And if you want to shoot first strike, buy a different marker. You want a first strike marker for $250, buy a M17A2. First strike, ready out of the box. Ready to rock and roll. Right? That's all I got. Trying to be as politically correct as I can be. I'm trying to be very, like, I'm not trying to say any marker is better than another marker because they're all the same. Hammer 7's a solid marker too, Tim, man. The Hammer 7, you know what's great about it? It's a pump, which means it only fires when you tell it to. Also, you can just beat the piss out of them and they still fire because they're just so simple. Spider internals are bitching. That's what my TGR2 runs, except my mags are getting old and worn out, and now they're misfeeding, and it sucks. Oh, well. I think I'm going to switch to a 468. I think it's going to be my next marker. I think I'm going to get rid of not going to get rid of the TGR2. I think I'm going to retire the TGR2. I'll probably sell one of them. I don't need two. Or I'll use them as rental markers. Who knows? But Tim, $70 for a Hammer 7 is fantastic. Anthony Cobb saying MCS markers are great. Yeah, absolutely they are. I love MCS markers. Keyword there is MCS, not Rep 4. See what I'm saying? So, Nicholas Moore talking about the SAR 12. SAR 12 is a beast too. I've seen a lot of people have problems with it. They get temperamental. Now Nicholas is saying he's gone swimming with his, fell down a flight of stairs. It was fine. I know some people have problems with them flipping the FSR and stuff. I don't know. I don't own one. I probably never will. I can't afford it. I can't drop that kind of cash on a marker. So, I got some message coming through. Dr. Rush. See, Rush? Dr. Rush knows what's up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our showcase for next week already. That's right. See, just that easy. Dr. Rush sent me a couple photos in Facebook Messenger. Pop, pop, pop. Done. I got them. So now I need a meme, and I need a field, and I need a badass. So shoot me a message. Leave it in comments. Let me know what you think. Folks, we're going to end it here. We're 9 minutes away from our typical 1 hour show. Like I said, this room is still kind of warm. It's a little uncomfortable. Not as bad as when it was like 35, 40 degrees out and I was literally suffocating. But I think we're going to call our quits here. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. Destroy the chug jug. I appreciate the comment on the beard. Thank you. Next time I won't wear a purple shirt so you can actually see the beard. Or I'll just pasty skin. Right? So, never shave. My good sir. I don't shave. Dumped at birth. Let me hide your beard. I love it. Oh. Goodness. Sorry, we got some wild viewers showing up in the Twitch chat there. What is happening? Can you see my pubes? No, you cannot. Oh, party animals, I tells you. Nicholas Moore just supplied us with our badass of the week for next week. What? Yeah. Now I just need a field and a meme. And we got next week's show already prepped. Oh. So, folks, we're going to end it there. We've been going for almost an hour. I am sweating into my headphones like you wouldn't believe. It is disgusting. This beard holds a ton of heat. So, that's it. We're calling her here. Folks, thank you for hanging out and chatting. For those of you on Facebook who've been dropping the messages, thank you so much. For those of you on Twitch dropping the messages, I appreciate it anyways. Bo Fades, I appreciate the follow, buddy. I appreciate that follow. So we're gonna kill it there. We're gonna end it here. We're gonna go hang out in the living room where it is nice and cool. So folks, I'm out of here. Canada, buddy. I live in Canada, my friend. Sorry, I'm getting messages on both sides. So I live in Canada, East Coast. I appreciate the follow. I love it. I love this. This is fantastic. All right, fellas, I'm out of here. So, remember, catch us every Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Time on Twitch or on Facebook. So, twitch.tv/Maritime Milsom Podcast. And you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, Maritime Milsom Podcast. That's it. I'm exhausted. We're out of here. So, until next week, cheers.